Good afternoon and welcome to the KAVD 2025 closing ceremony. My name is Refina and I'm honored to be your MC today. We've had an amazing journey with learning, problem solving, and impactful storytelling through data. And today, we wrap it up by appreciating your efforts and recognizing the outstanding teams who brought their best to the table. Before we begin, please take a moment to fill out the attendance form through the link provided in the chat box or simply scan the QR code displayed on the screen. Okay, once again, before we begin, please take a moment to fill out the attendance form through the link provided in the chat box, or simply scan the QR code displayed on the screen.
Loadingnya lama.
All right, everyone, to open this afternoon's agenda, we'll begin with an introduction to the community behind this competition, JASPers Club. Please welcome Kageri Collins Pratawi Nardi, MC Psikolog, a representative of the club. To give us an overview of JASPers, Kageri, the screen is yours.
All right, thank you very much, Rafina. Let me open with an opening speech. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the closing ceremony of KAVD. First of all, allow me on behalf of Jaspers Club and Venus University Department of Psychology on behalf of Ms. Esther Widi to extend our thanks to all the participants and committee for incredible enthusiasm and dedication for this competition. Your submission have shown not only technical skill, but also the curiosity and commitment to understanding the world through data. The spirit of this competition is one rooted in value of lifelong learning, rigorous research, and methodological integrity. At its core, KAVD and Jaspers Club by extension is about creating a compelling. It's not about creating a visualization that is, of course, compelling, but it is also about uncovering the truth, sharpening our mind, and communicating insight of our studies in a way that can inspire others. Because if they are not read, then well, what are the purpose of our studies, right? Every submission, both the posters and research presentation video we received, is a reflection of the spirit. They were thoughtful, creative, and demonstrated a genuine pursuit of scientific understanding. Whether you are an analyst or a curious beginner, your work contributed to something greater. If not now, then perhaps in the future. It is a collective effort to make sense of complex realities. As we announce the result today, I wish for all of you to remember that no matter the outcome, we all walk away with something valuable, whether it be new knowledge, new question, maybe new connection, and perhaps a renewed sense of purpose in our study. I think that is what truly matters the most. Once again, thank you for being a part of KAVD. And today, we shall celebrate not just the winners, but the journey we've taken all together and all the effort that we have put together to learn something new. Thank you very much. And about Jaspers Club, I think it will be covered in this next slide, if there's any. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Kageri, for the insightful explanation about Jasper's Club and its vision. Okay, now we were scheduled to hear a few words from the head of Psychology Department at Venus University, Dr. Esther Widi Andangsari, MC Psikolog. However, unfortunately, Dr. Esther is unable to join us today due to an unforeseen scheduling conflict. But she has extended her warm regards and best wishes to all of us, especially the participants for their hard work and to the committee for making this event possible. She wishes everyone continued growth, success, and meaningful collaboration in the future. Let's give a virtual round of applause for Dr. Esther's support and encouragement. All right, everyone. Now let's shift gears and get into something fun, the KVD 2025 quizzes game. This is your time to shine beyond data with speed, accuracy, and maybe a little bit of luck. All right, everyone, please scan the QR code displayed on the screen to join the game, or you can click the link that our committee has shared in the chat box. And also don't forget to use your Zoom display name with the format name underscore university so we can identify you guys easily. So we can easily identify the winners later on. Once again, please join using your Zoom display name with the format name underscore university so you can easily identify the winners later on. Once again, don't forget to use your Zoom display name with the format name underscore university so we can easily identify the winner later on. Okay, let's see who's the fastest and sharpest when it comes to facts and knowledge. And of course, we're inviting all of you guys to join our quiz game. And trust me, guys, you don't want to miss this because we've got lots of prizes waiting for the top scorers. So make sure you guys join this game. Once again, I would like to invite everyone to join this game because we've got lots of prizes waiting for the top scorers. And don't forget to use your Zoom display name with the format name underscore university so we can easily identify the winners later on. All right, everyone, we're about to start the game. Okay. Okay, for everyone who has not joined the game yet, we're still waiting for you guys to join because we've got a very special prize for the winners. And don't forget to rename your Zoom name also and your quiz's name to your name underscore university so we can identify you easily when you're winning. All right, since it's already 1:30, we'll start it now. Okay. Okay, everyone, it's time to start the quiz. Get ready in 3, 2, 1. Okay. Okay, we're about to end the game, and the winners are Akyar from UIN Jakarta, Aziz and Bima from UPJ. Congratulations, guys. So all the winners, please raise your hand so our treasurer Mutia can follow up with you for the prize distribution. And we kindly ask all the game winners to contact the number we shared in the chat box. Okay, congratulations guys once again, and thank you for everyone to participating in the game. You were all amazing. All right, everyone. We now invite you to take a look at the virtual poster exhibition showcasing the amazing work you've all submitted during the competition. The organizing team committee will now share their screen to guide us through the display. Wow, these posters are incredibly creative and data-driven. Thank you for your hard work, and we hope this platform gives voice to the important issue of anxiety in a visually compelling way. Don't forget, the full exhibition is also available via the JASPers Club Instagram bio. You can explore it in your own time. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. It's time to announce the winners of KAVD 2025. But before we get to the winner announcement, we would like to take a moment to express our sincere gratitude to the judges who have helped make this competition meaningful and fair. A big thank you to Mr. Wahyu Syaputra, SCMC, from the Faculty of Psychology, Bina Nusantara University, Dr. Angela Octavia Suryani, from the Faculty of Psychology at Majaya Catholic University, Ms. Ros Azura binti Zahid from the Faculty of Cognitive Sciences and Human Development, University Malaysia Sarawak, Ms. Titi Sahida Fitriana MC PhD Psycholog from the Faculty of Psychology Yarsi University. Thank you for your time, thoughtful assessment, and support throughout this competition. As a token of appreciation, we will be sending e-certificates to all judges after this event. All right, everyone. Now let us move on to the actual announcement. If your team name is called, please raise your hand so the committee can spotlight you for the audience and documentation purposes. We will begin with the video presentation category. First up, we have the Favorite Presenter Award, an award chosen based on audience votes given to the presenter who captured the heart of viewers with their creativity, charm, and presence. And the Favorite Presenter Award goes to...
Imagine you're judging your assignment, deadline, lecture, all at once. But now you're so ChatGPT, a digital assistant tool that could help you to summarize text, clarify complex concepts, or even generate a full essay. Sounds very useful and effective, right? But here's the question. Have you ever wondered that relying on ChatGPT could actually weaken your brain's ability to think independently? Hello everyone, my name is Jessie Chang, and I would like to share my research on the aim to identify the relationship between ChatGPT usage and central executive functioning among undergraduate students of Faculty of Cognitive Sciences and Human Development. We can see that there is a growing concern in which frequent reliance on generative AI tools, including ChatGPT, may lead to cognitive offloading, meaning to say that students outsource their thinking. Additionally, there's a very few past studies examining how ChatGPT can affect cognitive functioning among Malaysian students. This is the gap that I aim to fill. So here goes my research questions and research objective. For the research hypothesis, I came up with two, which are: there is a significant relationship between ChatGPT usage and central executive function based on the GECT score. Secondly, there is a significant relationship between ChatGPT usage and individual subscale of GEC based on their respective T-score. In this study, a questionnaire was distributed to collect responses, and data was analyzed using Spearman's rank correlation coefficient using IBM SPSS version 26. Interestingly, there was no significant relationship found between overall ChatGPT usage and central executive functioning. However, here's the twist. I found very weak yet significant correlation between high ChatGPT use and slight difficulty in 4 subscale, which are the shift, emotional control, self-monitoring, and task monitoring subscale. This shows that over-reliance does affect cognitive functioning, although the effect is very weak. Referring to figure 2, we can see that students are not letting ChatGPT to do all their work. They mostly use it ethically to clarify complex concepts, since item 6 here scored the highest mean among the others. And the report for student profile who exhibit the most and least ChatGPT use are also shown. Based on the outcome or based on the whole study, we can say that ChatGPT is definitely not an enemy. But like any tool, it must be used strategically because passive overuse may subtly hinder mental flexibility and reduce self-awareness of our own behavior. I must highlight that my study provides a baseline for understanding how ChatGPT and executive functioning are related. In essence, always remember that your brain is still your best app. Thank you so much.
All right, congratulations to Jessie Chai Ming Ming as the favorite presenter awardee. Okay, for Jessie, please raise your hand so the committee can spot you, so we can do some documentation.
Yeah. Hello, I'm Jessie. Sorry for not opening the camera. I have a bit of problem with the connection. So basically, thank you so much everyone and judges, fellow friends. It's a very meaningful awards for me. And I do really appreciate your efforts for your time. And thank you so much everyone. I'm really happy. Thank you.
Congratulations, Jessie. All right. I would like to invite our PIC, Kapratiwi, to symbolically present the certificate, followed by a group photo together. All right. We will now do the documentation in 3, 2, 1. Congratulations, Jessie.
Once again, thank you so much everyone. Thank you.
All right, let's continue with the next award. Now we present the Best Presenter Award, awarded to the participant who delivered their content with outstanding clarity, confidence, and impact. And the Best Presenter Award goes to...
Hello everyone, my name is Anastasia Dali William. I am a third-year psychology student from UNIMAS with a matrix number of 83215 and a study on the impact of Sarawak-inspired digital mandala art-based therapy on psychological well-being and calmness in Malaysian young adults. This study is about digital therapy tools to improve access for youth and mandala art to promote mindfulness, calmness, and self-expression, which merges mandala therapy with tech-boost engagement. Now for the problem statement, Raimi et al. States there is a need for culturally relevant mental health intervention, and Hassan et al. States that there needs to be a research on gender-specific differences in psychological well-being. And next, Troop et al. Mentions the need for future study to have a control group. Now, for this study's objective, it is to examine depression levels using PHQ-9 pre- and post-digital, and next is to determine anxiety levels using JAD7 pre- and post-digital, and the third is to compare post-PHQ-9 digital versus control, and fourth to compare PHQ-9 change male versus female. And for the question is whether there is any difference using PHQ-9 before and after, and the second is the JAD7 before and after, and for the third is PHQ-9 digital versus control, whether there is any differences. And for the fourth is PHQ-9, whether there is any gender differences. And for the hypothesis, for hypothesis 1 as well as 2, they were statistically significant. And for hypothesis 3 and 4, they were not significant. Now moving on to the theoretical framework, it is mainly centered around person-centered therapy, which was by Carl Rogers and later developed by his daughter, Natalia Rogers, into person-centered expressive art therapy, and can be explain more with biophilia hypothesis as well as flow theory and mindfulness. And next, for the conceptual framework, which is the independent variable, which are digital art-based therapy, which is experimental group, and control group is physical art-based therapy as well as gender. Then moving on to dependent variable is psychological well-being and calmness. Now next, moving on to the research methodology, this study uses mixed design quasi-experimental, and it uses purposive sampling, and it has a sample of 48 Sarawak Kenyan adults, which was conducted in Sarawak. And this sample size was determined using a statistical analysis of G power with a D effect of 0.8 and an alpha value of 0.5. Next is the research methodology. For the intervention and control, they were both had 24 digital and 24 physical, with both having equal numbers of female participants and male participants, both having 12 each. Both of them had 5-minute briefing, and then they had a pre-test of using G87 and PHQ9, and digital had a 3-minute practice only, and then they had a 40-minute activity for both digital and physical, and then they had a 5-minute break before they answered the post-test using G87 as well as PHQ9, and they have a 5-minute briefing. And next is the normality, whereby it was found to be non-normal, whereby it was not statistically significant with a 0.05 value, and we use a non-parametric test. For hypothesis 1 and 2, we use Wilcoxon sign rank test, and for hypothesis 3 and 4, I use Mann-Yu Whitney test, and this is the ethics code. And next, the exciting part is the findings. So for hypothesis 1, it was found that digital intervention significantly reduced digital depression symptoms. And for hypothesis 2, digital intervention significantly improved calmness. And for hypothesis 3 and hypothesis 4, it was found to be, there was for hypothesis 3, no significant difference in psychological well-being between digital and physical intervention, and hypothesis 4, no significant gender differences. And this is the mean differences. For J87, 5.88 dropped to 4, and for PHQ9, 7.96 dropped to 5.03. Now for the discussion, for significance of objective 1 as well as objective 3 can be explained by person-centered expressive art therapy, whereby it explains that it facilitates emotional release and self-awareness through creative expression. And next, mindfulness and flow, where digital Sarawak-inspired mandala motif promoted immersive, calming states and a present moment focus. Next is cultural resonance, whereby Sarawak-inspired mandala motif make the activity more personal, meaningful, and it enhances engagement. And for the non-significance of objective 3 and 4, whereby it explains that it could be a hybrid future where traditional and digital methods were equally effective. And next is equal engagement, whereby similar age, education, and digital access enable equal outcomes across groups and genders. Now, in conclusion, digital art-based therapy is an effective intervention tool for improving psychological well-being as well as improving feelings of calmness. Thank you.
Wow, congratulations to Anastasia from Unimas. Please raise your hand so the committee can spot you, and please turn on your cameras for documentation. Hello, Anastasia.
Hello, I'm trying to turn on my camera.
Let's chat a bit while the spotlight is on you. Congratulations once again. How are you feeling right now?
Thank you so much. I honestly did not expect to win.
Really?
Thank you so much for the judges, as well as the committee members for organizing such an event. And honestly, I really learned a lot from this experience. And I just want to thank you, the fellow judges and the committees, for your hard work. And thank you so much for organizing this event, especially on an international level. Thank you so much.
Wow, thank you so much. And I would like to invite our PIC, Kapratiwi, to symbolically present the certificate, followed by a group photo together. Okay, we will screenshot for documentation. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. Congratulations once again, Anastasia. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ravina.
All right. All right, everyone, we're done with the video presentation category. Now let's move on to the next category, the infographic poster category. Up next, we have the favorite infographic poster award based on popular votes, and this award goes to the team whose poster stood out and to the audience for creativity and clarity. And the favorite winner goes to Team FA21 from Win Sharif Hidayatullah. Congrats to Fahira, Indra, and Fania. Please raise your hand so our team can spotlight you guys, and please turn on your camera for documentation. Hello, Fahira.
Hi, Rafina.
Hello, congratulations.
Thank you so much. I'm here to represent my another member because one of us cannot attend. I think there's another ones in here, but I don't know.
It's all right, it's all right. Okay, congratulations. How are you feeling right now?
Uh, this is my first time join data analysis competition, so I'm very proud of me and my team, and thank you so much for all the committee.
Thank you so much. May I ask, is there anyone you'd like to give a special shout out to? Maybe a mentor, lecturer, or someone who helped you guys along the way?
I think one of my member, Kak Indra Hatami, can you open your mic, maybe say something? Because he is our leader in this.
Wow. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing. Okay. Now I would like to invite our PIC, Ka Aurira Karira, to symbolically present the certificate, followed by a group photo together. All right. 3, 2, 1. Thank you. Congratulations once again for Team FA21 from WIN. Thank you so much, Fahira. Congratulations. All right. Now let's move on to the top 3. Now we're entering the top 3, everyone. Okay. The third place winner in the infographic poster category goes to, congratulations, TR team from Universitas Indonesia. Please raise your hand and turn on your camera for documentation. Congratulations to Nabila, Renata, and Teresia. For the winning team members, please raise your hand and turn on your camera so our committee can spotlight you guys. All right, everyone. Unfortunately, the TR team couldn't be with us today, but still, we want to send this team our warmest congratulations. Okay, now let's keep the excitement going as we move to the next announcement, the second winner announcement. All right. Now we present the second place winner. The second place winner in the infographic poster category goes to Mind Metric team from Universitas Lambung Mangkurat. Congratulations to Elvina, Muhammad Naufal, and Rabi Munira. For the winning team members, please raise your hand and turn on your camera for documentation. Untuk Elvina, Muhammad Naufal, dan Rabi Munirah, boleh silakan raise hand supaya panitia kami bisa mengidentify dan membantu untuk dipin untuk dokumentasi dan juga pemberian e-certificate. Once again, for Elvina, Muhammad Naufal, and Rabi, please raise your hand because we're going to have a documentation session.
Emang audible, Kak?
Halo, halo Elvina.
Halo, Kak.
Halo, boleh bisa on cam nggak kira-kira?
Sebentar.
Boleh. Teman-teman tim yang lain ada? Kah?
Aku lagi sendiri sih, Kak, di luar.
Oke. Sekali lagi selamat ya, second winner.
Terima kasih buat
Juara 2.
para juri dan juga komite dan juga para panitia. Terima kasih banyak.
Terima kasih. Gimana perasaan kamu dan tim? Gimana?
Ya, kami nggak nyangka dan masih gemeter juga abis lihat pengumumannya dan baru bisa unmute juga. Terima kasih kepada komite. Thank you for all the judges juga. Thank you,
Thank you.
Kak.
Thank you so much. Oke. Sekarang aku mau menginvite PIC kami, Kak Rira, untuk secara simbolis memberikan e-certificate kepada Elvina. Mungkin boleh di-on cam dulu, Elvina, untuk dokumentasi. Dan juga nantinya akan ada dokumentasi bersama PIC dan juga Elvina ya. Oke, mungkin boleh teman-teman yang bertugas dokumentasi, bantu dokumentasi ya. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Alright. Thank you. Congratulations for your team from Universitas Indonesia. Congratulations. Alright, everyone. And finally, the moment we've all been waiting for, the first place winner in the infographic poster category. This award goes to the team whose work stood out the most for its creativity, clarity, and meaningful message. The first place winner in the infographic poster category goes to Teeny Thinkers team from Universitas Pancasila. Congratulations. Congratulations to Rahayu, Kinara, and Aska from Universitas Pancasila. For the winning team, please raise your hand so the committee can spot you guys. Untuk Rahayu, Kinara, dan Aska. Wow, ada Aska nih. Halo Kak Aska.
Halo,
Wah, selamat ya Kak. Apakah ada teman-teman yang lain nih Kak Rahayu sama Kak Kinara?
sayangnya mereka sedang berhalangan hadir, jadi saya mewakili mereka di sini.
Boleh, boleh. Selamat ya Kak, first winner. Gimana nih perasaannya Kak?
Gak nyangka sih sebenarnya, pas tadi udah pesimis aja.
Oh gitu. Kalau boleh tahu gimana nih Kak, teamworknya bertiga ini kan dengan waktu yang terbatas juga.
Teamworknya bagus sekali sih ya, karena memang kita juga sempat bingung mau menganalisis variabel apa gitu. Tapi ya ternyata bisa.
Wow. Oke, sekali lagi selamat ya Kak untuk
Makasih.
Kakak dan
Makasih Mbak. Terima kasih panitia dan juga para juri.
Terima kasih. Oke, selanjutnya aku ingin menginvite PIC kami, Karira, untuk secara simbolik memberikan e-sertifikat dan juga dokumentasi bersama pemenang. Kaska, apakah bisa menyalakan kamera terlebih
Bisa.
Oke. Oke, boleh. Tim dokumentasi boleh meng-screenshot ya. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oke. Cukup. Terima kasih. Selamat untuk tim Tiny Thinkers dari Universitas Pancasila. Alright.
Terima kasih juga panitia.
Terima kasih. Okay, to all the winners, congratulations once again. Regarding the prize distribution, there will be a follow-up announcement from our treasurer, Mutia. The information will be shared in written form and sent directly via Zoom chat box to each of the winners. Please make sure to read it truly until the end, as the details may be a bit complex, but don't worry, everything will be clear and explained clearly. Also, winners will need to download the PDF file that will be provided by our treasurer Mutia, as it contains the necessary information for claiming your prize. Terkait dengan pengiriman hadiah, akan ada pengumuman lanjutan dari bendahara kami Mutia. Informasi tersebut akan disampaikan dalam bentuk teks tertulis dan akan dikirim langsung kepada masing-masing pemenang lewat chat box. Mohon dibaca hingga selesai dengan saksama karena informasinya cukup kompleks. Tapi tenang saja, semuanya akan dijelaskan dengan jelas. Selain itu, para pemenang juga diharapkan untuk mengunduh file PDF yang nantinya akan diberikan oleh bendahara kami, Mutia, karena file tersebut berisi informasi penting untuk proses klaim hadiah. Alright. Everyone, as we come to the end of this event, we want to thank every single of you, participants, judges, speakers, and committee members for making KAVD 2025 a success. Whether you brought home a trophy or not, we hope this experience has been enriching, meaningful, and maybe a bit of fun. All right, everyone, let's end this with a group photo together. Everyone, please turn on your cameras. So we can do a group photo later. Wow, there is Kak Ros. Hello. All right, I'm still waiting everyone to turn on your cameras. Once again, I'm inviting everyone to turn on your cameras because we will have our very last documentation for KAVD 2025. Also, for all the committees, please turn on cameras so we can encourage everyone to turn on their camera as well. Okay, seems like there's no one want to open their camera. Okay. Okay, we will do the documentation now, yeah? Okay, for the documentation team, please do the documentation. Okay, in 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Okay, last. 3, 2, 1. All right. Thank you, everyone. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone, once again, for the participants, judges, speakers, and committee members for making KAVD 2025 possible and success. I'm Rafina, your MC for today's event, signing off. Thank you. Congratulations once again to all the winners, and see you at the next KAVD. Thank you. See you guys later.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thank you, Maros.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.